We want to be here, we want it to grow, and we want to see people's lives change. Even though it's food and coffee and wine and beer, it's like it's adding just life to the city and to this community.
My name's Dustin Payne. I own Slow Pour Coffee and Bar here in the Sellwood neighborhood of Portland, Oregon. Slow Pour was really around that idea of being in a space where you could actually unwind and relax and be yourself. The idea was to communicate that what happens here is something not part of your busy life. That if you wanted to come here and read a book and have a glass of wine, you can do that, or catch up with a friend over a latte or a cappuccino or a cup of coffee. Yeah, our business started 3 years ago, this October. We came in through equipment acquisition of a failing coffee shop. And so prior to starting the business, I was like on site with the old business as it was like closing. When we first opened the business, I was absolutely terrified. I think this is the case with any entrepreneurial endeavor. You start out with a vision and an idea, and then you have to act on that in faith that it will actually play out. And our concept is big space coffee, neighborhood cafe. So even in like our dining room right now, there's not a lot of small tables for 2 people. It's tables for 6, 8, and 10. It's distinctly different from what a lot of people in Portland are doing. In Oregon, after COVID, this was in 2022, something like 60% of restaurants in Oregon closed. And really there was more than that because it was a cascade of closures right after. And that's where I kind of stepped in and picked up one of those. And so the faith in the project was that people wanted to sit together, people wanted a place for groups, and really coming out of COVID, there was so much isolation and people were in the coffee industry with specialty coffee kind of going smaller and smaller. And what's really different about our concept is we're coming here to slow down.
My first day, it was a relief. I came from, a lot of different coffee shops, and the vibe was very good where I worked. Everyone was really nice. The customers were super friendly.
Slow Pour to me is just this restaurant that my husband and I built when we started to add in like all the homemade pastries and food items and roasting our own coffee. I think it kind of elevated our passion for the community and getting into the community, and just a way for us to pour out our lives to the people here.
We'll say like January, I think 19th was when I had my official secondary interview. I remember the day, it was pretty chill. This place was a disaster still. It had not been set up yet. We were very far away from an open date. It was just Dustin and Emma here, and it wasn't even really like a real interview, I'm gonna call it. It was more like I came thinking it was supposed to be a real interview, and then Dustin and Emma just chatted with me for I think 2.5 hours. We talked about random stuff, and then I think a couple work questions were thrown in there, So.
What did he do to it? It's a sauna. Dustin did it.
What only a man can do, I did.
I'll literally kill you right now.
You're gonna have a personalized experience at Slow Pour.
We're all super weird. The culture here is if a D&D group had to work together. So just a bunch of nerds.
So because I'm not attached to day-to-day operations, I'm big vision thinking about what's not working, what are areas for improvement, where are the opportunities for us to grow. And what was wild is when we started in October of 2023, what was kind of unique in Portland at the time was there was the teachers' strike. And so we were trying to help teachers who were literally not returning to work. They had struck around Halloween and had not gone back. And so we were offering deep discounts for teachers and trying to give them space to mobilize and plan and strategize. And it was an odd time. So that was going on. We were trying to help that community, and I'm effectively the coffee shop evangelist, right? I tell the staff I'm the mascot. So I go in and I try to talk to people. I'm thinking like, oh, who do I recognize here today that I haven't said hi to? Who's someone I've seen before and I don't know their name?
I love like learning names of customers and, you know, getting familiar with people. And so I think my favorite one here, his name is Mike. He's an angel. He has got a drawl. He looks like he's from Texas. He looks like you know, but he's like the nicest man ever, and he like cares about the environment, and he loves his like tea and scones, and I'm like, I love that for him. But he was like so excited the first time I said his name and like knew what his tea was, and I was like, that's just friggin' precious. He's like, I don't know, 65, 70 years old, and I'm like, I love you, Mike. Every time he comes in, I'm like, I love you, Mike. How's it going? How's your day going?
I know a lot of the business owners and neighbors just from being part of the neighborhood, and my kids go to the schools here. I'm pretty deeply ingrained. So for me, the first thing that comes to my mind when I come in is, can I make a new connection or continue to foster and improve connections I already have?
I really like interacting with people. You know, when we were closed for the 9 months between locations, like I realized how little people I actually get to like interact with on the day-to-day if I'm not here. You know, when I work here, I'm talking to like 100 people a day, and I really like that. And I haven't had, you know, really anywhere else I've worked, places that really treat you with so much compassion and like care. If we want people to be good at their job, they have to be like good in here. So I think it's really important that the way we treat everybody, I think it's really special.
Just seeing people come in and being added to that number, to this community, has been really amazing and just encouraging also to just know that we're seemingly doing the right things.
This has definitely given me an opportunity to feel empowered in like my opinions or the way I go about like interacting with people. And it's still hard for me sometimes, but that's definitely something that like has challenged me the most, is like being able to having to break bad news sometimes. Not always the fun part of being a manager is having to be like, well, breaking the bad news.
In July of 2025, our landlords ordered some roofing work at our old location, and it was mishandled completely. It made the old space uninhabitable. We had to involve my insurance company. It caused us to close abruptly. That created a 9-month business interruption where we had to relocate, buy new equipment, just effectively restart. The process of going through like this incredible loss of something we had built, our business was about 2 years old when that happened. And we were winning, and it was successful, and everything like felt like it was growing and headed in a positive direction. And it felt impossible at some point. Everything just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. Our staff, you know, they had to be laid off. It was a moment where it just didn't feel good. Like everybody lost their jobs, the business stopped working. There was a question in my mind just briefly of, do I keep going? And I would say when we reopened at the end of April 2026 this year, so many people in the neighborhood, so many people in our social circles provided such incredible encouragement and support. And we reopened, and a majority of our staff who was with us returned to work. They wanted to come back and be part of this business and work with us, which we felt honored to be part of that. The day before we opened, we had like 6 plumbers in here working and 3 electricians. We had the countertop guy and the cabinetry guy, and then Emma's leading and training our staff over on the opposite side of the restaurant. It's packed full of furniture because they had to move it out of the kitchen. It was just wild. And at the end of the meeting, she like tells everyone, all right, we'll see you tomorrow for our opening. And she leans into me and she's like, we are gonna open tomorrow, right? And I was like, you better believe it, right? Because I had just reached this point where I just had to literally put my faith and hope in this project that we were going to get it off the ground again. And when we reopened, we got the last things done 10 minutes before reopening. 10 minutes. I remember we opened the door, people started coming in, I just yelled in the kitchen, "We did it!" And it was just 9 months of not, like, just lack of certainty, lack of belief, just trying to work through it. And I was never more proud of anything I've done or the people that have surrounded me to stick with us ever in my life. And I thought it was probably one of, like, the greatest feelings I've ever felt as a human and as a person in the city. We're a cafe and we have like beer and wine, but coffee does take center stage for what we do. You're gonna get a better latte here than I would say most places in the city, and Portland is a coffee place. We're buying our coffee and importing it. We're roasting it here in the city. So you're getting a quality product that we have all the control over to kind of make it as best as we can, but also it's being extracted and prepared by the best baristas, I think, in the city.
Previous side, I've got a lavender ice matcha with both.
I'm a coffee snob. I love coffee. So I would always recommend our specials that we have going on. Specifically right now, our strawberry white mocha. It's so good. We make the syrup in-house. I love a homemade syrup.
So I don't know if everyone realizes just like how much work we put into each cup of coffee, each espresso shot. It's a lot. It's a longer process than just pressing a button. I also don't know if they know how much it takes to keep a coffee shop running, how one little off thing can affect like our espresso machine, the way coffee grinds, especially in the summer when we have cold mornings and then hot days, how finicky it is to like get the espresso dialed in and coming out great. It changes by the hour.
Is that dialed or either do you want a drink, by the way?
Dawn and I, we were trained to roast by Mike Nelson. He roasted for Blue Bottle out of the Bay, Stumptown here in the city. So we have that skill set coming in with just incredible baristas and a great product that we're working hard to make sure is sourced sustainably and ethically. And all of those things come together to provide, I think, a better cup of coffee than you can get maybe in most places in the country.
I've realized not everyone that comes in our door knows is that we bake all of our pastries in-house.
We cook our own eggs. We make a lot of our own food from scratch. We make some of our own syrups.
When it comes to baked goods, that's all Dawn.
Whenever Dawn is making things, we're all kind of like fighting and immediately getting food. So we're all quality control is what I like to say. And so customers will like come in and they'll be like, what are y'all doing? And we're like, we're taste testing to make sure that you guys are gonna be super happy.
So you'd say that like you're going above and beyond for the position?
Oh yeah, going above and beyond. You know, what if it's poisoned? What if she's trying to kill everybody?
I've never been a scone guy, but man, they're really good. We do an Earl Grey white chocolate scone that is absolutely killer.
When I was coming up with that one, I was like, what do we have that might be good in a scone? And I was like, let me try tea. Let me try like a London fog scone. So I tried our Earl Grey tea. I was thinking whether or not to put in the actual tea leaves. And then I was like, let me just cut them up, put them in there. And we used like a lavender drizzle and it just adds an extra touch to it. There was a customer that took me aside and was like, hey, just wanted to let you know that this scone is amazing. Like, I've never had such a delicious scone before. So yeah, I was very pleased and very thrilled for that.
If you go to cafes and things like that, they don't carry Mary and Berry jam. And it's bizarre to me. I'm like, hey, here we have this fruit given to us by God, right? Mary and Berry. And people love the snot out of that. Why don't we put it on things? What can we do to a breakfast biscuit to take it to another level? Mary and Berry jam.
It's big personality.
It's super popular. I think that gives you kind of the best of everything. You get the homemade biscuit, you get the jam that is super yummy.
Some people get kind of weirded out by like jam with eggs and sausage and bacon on a biscuit, but we make our own biscuits. It's delicious freezer jam. We fry the eggs ourselves. We cook the bacon ourselves. So, and also it's kind of like eclectic and slightly different, and we're all like really weird. So I feel like it tracks. I'm a firm believer if you make stuff with love, it tastes better. I've been a barista for 15 years, and if you have pride in your work and you make stuff with love and you enjoy what you're doing, it just tastes better. Bad energy makes for bad food. We put a lot of effort into it, and I think that shows.
On Wednesdays, we call it Wines Day, and the reason is we do all the bottles of wine at half price. This is absolutely wild. It's incredibly dumb, but the hope is that you could come in here, grab a bottle of wine that you would be scared to try at full price, and open it with some friends. And if you don't finish it, cork it, take it home. Just don't buy your wine at the grocery store. Buy it here, take it home. Help small businesses start to take back from national brand companies that have eaten our lunch. So to come in here and get a nice bottle of wine for like 18 bucks and to share it with 4 friends, you can't do that anywhere in this city, period.
What we're trying to do here at Sellwood is to invest in our neighbors, invest in our community, invest in the neighborhood. And that means that, we're trying to source locally everything we get. We get our bagels from Henry Higgins down the street. We try to support all the local businesses around us.
We're very casual, maybe to a fault. I like knowing about your favorite book and your favorite TV show. Bring your dog in. I'm gonna say hi to your dog before I say hi to you, and I might not ask your name, but I'll remember your dog's name.
I mean, we're definitely a weird bunch, but I think we really lean on each other a lot, and I think we all really come in with the freedom to be comfortable and be weird with our coworkers and trust them with, if we're having a bad day, leaning on them. We try to take care of each other out of everything. I hope their coffee's good. I hope they like their sandwich. But I hope that they feel like they were treated as an individual person and not just another customer. I recognize that sometimes people come in and they need to just see someone, a human being, and have some face-to-face contact. And we take that really seriously.
We want to be here, we want it to grow, and we want to see people's lives change. Even though it's food and coffee and wine and beer, it's adding just life to the city and to this community.
I don't do small talk. I'm let's drama bond, and I'll make you coffee while we do that. Come be my friend.
Come and stay, not just in our business, but come and stay in the community. When things are difficult, don't move, don't leave. Stay to build something better. Try to transform this world. Don't just put up with it.